It's been so long since I picked up the camera, you guys. And honestly, this is why, my face. I've been like so insecure about this. But because of the surgery and because my hormones are literally all over the place, this is what it did to my face. It's just acne. It's not cute whatsoever. Like, I'm really like very insecure about it, and yeah, I'm ready for it to go away. It's slow. Like, it was so much worse, you guys, and I'm so sad that I did not record how it first looked, because it was super red and it was all over the place. Now it's just like more of like the scarring that it's leaving behind. There's like really no bumps. It's just the scars that were there that was left from it. And it's like all this, like, you guys, oh my god, like, I honestly hate I hate looking like this, and that's why I have not been recording a video. Like, I literally haven't recorded a video in like 2-3 weeks. But Wednesday I will be officially a month post-op. And you guys, this month has been crazy. My body has been through so much within this last month. I don't even know. Like, I had to go back into the hospital, you guys. I have an ovarian cyst now. Like, I just have so much to update you guys on. But it is now 2:37. Today is Monday, and I have another follow-up appointment. So that's what I'm doing. I'm about to get out and I'm about to go there, see how everything is going, if I can move into the next stage. What was I getting ready to say? I am now on like pureed foods. I haven't really pureed anything. I've been eating, like today I had some eggs with like a little bit of sausage in there, like, you know, it's cut up really small. Yesterday I had some salmon. Literally, like, the salmon was probably like that big, and it took me the entire day to finish it. Like, I ate off that the entire day. I've been eating like boiled eggs. I've been eating like chili. I'm sorry if I keep looking. Like, I cannot believe this thing did this to my face. Like, I hate being out. I hate it because I have to show my face, and it did this to my face. But they said when I get on birth control that it should regulate it, and I should not have to go through this. But I have to wait like another week for me to go to my appointment to get birth control. So, but you guys, like I said, I have so much to update you guys on. So much has happened to me in like 2-3 weeks, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna go on my appointment, see how everything is looking. You guys, we hit 500 subscribers. Well, we're at like 542 now, but I did hit 500 subscribers, which is so crazy to me. Like, I literally just want to cry. And the crazy thing is, when I hit 500 subscribers, I was in the hospital. That's the day I had to go to the hospital. So yeah, okay guys, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'll see y'all in the next clip after my doctor's appointment. Okay, so the last clip that you guys seen was on Monday. Today is now Thursday, March 25th. I did record that day, but because my energy was so low and I just wasn't feeling good, I actually was not in a good mood that day. I didn't want to put that clip out of me explaining everything that happened, because I just, you know, my energy just wasn't there, and I didn't want you guys to be watching something and I wasn't 100%. So like I said, today is Thursday, March 25th. I am officially a month and a day post-op. Today I feel amazing. I feel great. I have a whole lot of energy. which is really crazy because today I have so much energy, and you know, hopefully tomorrow, you know, I have some energy too. But how it's been, I'll have like so much energy on one day, and then the next day I don't have any. So, you know, I'm still trying to figure that out. I've been taking my vitamins, and I've been taking like the medicine that I'm supposed to be taking. And you know, like I said, it's hit or miss. Some days I don't have any energy at all, and some days I do. But I knew I did not want to put that video out because I had no energy. I was not in a good mood. You know, I just wasn't feeling like myself in that clip. So you can kind of tell in the first you can kind of tell in that first clip that I provided. But basically, like I said, I am a month post-op. This is so crazy. Like, it seems like just yesterday when I had my surgery, but it also feels like it was forever ago because so much has happened in so little time. So the last time I posted a video, it was like when I was a week post-op, and I was telling you guys how it was hard for me to get my protein and stuff in, which it still is. I still have not been hitting 60 grams of protein. I feel like I'm getting closer now than I was before. Before I barely was getting 20 grams of protein in now, and I at least get at least 40 now. So, and I feel like it's some days where I get close, like really close to 60, but I'm at least getting 45 and up, 45 grams of protein and up. So, you know, that's really good. Honestly, like I said, I was rushed, as you can see by the title, I was rushed back to the hospital, and that hospital visit scared the hell out of me. Because literally, like, seriously, I almost died. Like, if I did not go to the hospital that day, I would have died. So that scared me, and I've been drinking a lot more. I've been eating a lot more. Tonight I made dinner and I had salmon and shrimp. I'm now able to eat, you know, soft foods, and seafood is one of the things that I can now eat. So I did eat a little bit of that. But yeah, I am here editing, and I want to tell you guys about what happened. Okay. So 2 weeks ago, I was rushed to the hospital. I was at work doing a client's nails, and I just did not feel good. I kind of wasn't really feeling great that whole week. My period had just came on, and that was my first period since I've had surgery. And I guess because I've lost so much weight, my hormones are all out of whack. Like I said, that's why it did this to my face. It's actually clearing up a little bit more. But you know, it did this to my face. Like, my face completely broke out. I was cramping very, very bad. Before I had the surgery, my period was very, very irregular. Sometimes I could go 2-3 months without, well, before I could go 2-3 months without a period, and then when I would get my period, I would know because I would start cramping the day before. And when I would cramp, it would literally just be that day, and my cramps were probably, like, my pain level was probably at like a 3 or 4. So it wasn't bad at all. And then it would only last for that day, if that. It might last for like 3-4 hours, and that was it. So it was very new to me when I had my period, because I was cramping so bad. Like, I would say my cramping pains was at like a 7 or 8. And it just was a lot because I haven't gone through that type of pain, and it kind of scared me, even though I knew it didn't have anything to do with my surgery, because my incisions are up here and my cramps were lower. Like, you know, if you're a girl, you know where your cramps go, like in your uterus, you know, if you're a girl, you know that area. So I was cramping below my incision, so I knew it had nothing to do with my surgery. And so yeah, earlier that week I was cramping really bad. I called my mom and I was like, Ma, like, after your surgery, did your cramps get like super bad? And she was like, well, my period has always been bad, yada yada. And so I was like, well, this is new to me. So I just really took I took Tylenol for like the pain and stuff like that, and that was pretty much it. And that's how I was feeling earlier during the week. So that's how I was earlier in the week. So come Saturday, like I said, March 13th, on Saturday, My first client was at 10:30, so I was doing her nails. My stomach was cramping a lot. I can't even lie to you guys, I did not eat anything. The only thing I had was water, and I wasn't drinking like water consistently. I just had a cup of water, and my cramps were like, at that time my pain level was probably like at a 10 or 11. Like, it was so severe. I had to keep stopping, like bending down, like, you know, like I was just in a lot of pain. And so I had to cancel my other clients that I had that day. And so my mom, like as I was canceling those clients, my mom ended up calling me, and she was like, hey, like, you okay? Like, you don't look good. And I was like, Ma, I honestly don't feel good at all. Like, my cramps are ridiculously painful, and I don't feel good in general. Like, my body was starting to overheat. Like, I can feel like I was starting to sweat. I was feeling like faintish. I just did not feel good at all. So my mom was like, well, you need to go home, hurry up and finish her, and then go home and I'll call you. And so I was like, okay. So I started doing my clients' nails again, and I had to stop. Like I said, you know, I'm a nail tech, so filing, I'm like moving constantly, and I'm trying, like, turning hands, and you know, all the fumes is getting to me. So literally not even 10 minutes later, I called my mom, and I was like, I think you need to come get me. Like, I feel like I'm about to pass out. I do not feel good. I think I'm about to faint. My body is shutting down. And literally I said those words, and I got up, and like I said, when I got up, I was on my period, and at that time my period was extremely heavy. It was literally all over my legs. Blood was all over my legs. I had pads on, seep through my pads. Literally, like, it was so uncontrollably heavy that, you know, it was just crazy. So I got up, there was blood all over my chair. So I went over to my other chair. I went over to my other area where I have chairs for other guests and stuff, and I went over there because I was trying to get out of the room, because like I said, the fumes are just really getting to me, and I passed out in the chair. Like I said, my mom was still on the phone. She was trying to talk to me. I couldn't really say anything. Like I said, I passed out, and my client just so happened to be a nurse, so you know, she was in there. She helped me, she stayed. My mom was like, oh my god, I'm on the way. And at that time, my mom was at Sam's, and Sam's is about like 45 minutes from my office. So, you know, we were very nervous because 45 minutes out, and then I still had to get to the hospital. So my mom and Mr. Travis literally like hauled ass. So thank you, Mr. Travis, for getting there so quickly. Yeah, I passed out for a minute in there, and you know, my client came and helped pulled my head up and like stuff like that, and I was like, hey, I have to get out of here. The fumes are just way too much for me to handle. I can't do it. And so we went to go sit out in my car, and I had to turn the air on. And at that time, she called my doctor for me, and you know, was talking to my doctor. And then I had to talk to my doctor, and I couldn't really talk to him. Like, he was asking me a whole bunch of questions that she had to answer, and I remember passing back out. And then my mom ended up coming. So I remember me and my mom switching seats, and I passed back out again. I don't even remember her. All I remember is switching seats, and the next thing you know, I'm waking up and we are at the hospital. And my mom was like, okay, go get out, go check yourself in, and then she parked my car, and she was like, I'm coming back. So I literally entered into the hospital, and the lady was like, oh, go ahead and go to the kiosk to check yourself in. I had to like stand at the kiosk and check myself in, and I literally could not do it. Like, as soon as I like got up to walk in there, that was already too much. So when I went over to the kiosk, I literally almost passed out again. So I ran, well, I didn't run, but I went over to the seat, and I just was slumped on like this like little pillar thing or whatever. And I had to wait for my mom and Mr. Travis to come into the hospital. And then when they did, like, I told my mom, I said, I can't check myself in. So my mom had to hurry up and check myself in. I literally was just like so out of it. I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't talk. I couldn't stand. And you know, like when my mom came in, she was freaking out because I was hunched over, And like I said, I was covered in blood. So, you know, they were trying to wipe everything down and get me into a wheelchair. And then the guy finally called me back. And at this time, I don't remember anything that he was saying. My mom had to literally like tell me everything afterwards. But he took my blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. You guys, my heart rate was literally at 45 and dropping. And you know, if you know, like your heart rate should at least be in the 90s and up. So it was really bad. Like my heart rate was super low. My blood pressure was low. My blood sugar was low. My potassium was low. Literally everything was low. So whenever he seen that, he started freaking out. He was like, oh no, we got to get her back there now. And so like I said, at this time I was going in and out of consciousness. And whenever they finally got me back there, I got off of the wheelchair and got in the bed, and they kept talking to me. I couldn't really talk. And then I knew they had to get blood from me or whatever. They had to do blood and put an IV in me. And if you've seen any of my previous videos, you guys know I don't like blood, I don't like needles, I don't like shots, none of that. And anytime I have to go through that, it takes us a while, because I start freaking out. Like I usually start hyperventilating and, you know, crying and stuff before I do that. Like you guys, I literally was out. I did not know any of this was going on. I was literally in the bed with a nurse on this side and a nurse on this side, trying to get blood out of me and put the IV in me. I literally still have like a bruise. It's kind of fading now, but it was huge. A big bruise from where the IV was. They had stuck me like 4 different places. And my mom, that's when she kind of started freaking out, because like I said, I got stuck like 4 or 5 different times, and I didn't move, I didn't say anything or anything. And she kind of started freaking out. And like I said, my heart rate was at 45 and it was dropping at that time. So you know, they put all the IVs and stuff in me. I was going in and out of consciousness the whole time, and I was going in and out of consciousness pretty much the whole time. So I don't remember anything after that. Like I said, my mom had to tell me most of the stuff. I went to sleep and I fell asleep for a little while. I don't know, and then whenever I did wake back up, I had to take so many tests. So I had to drink this drink, and it was so nasty. It was like so sugary and like, I don't even know. It was nasty. It tastes like grape, and I hate grape anything. So I had to drink that, and I had to drink that in a certain amount of time so I can go to my CT scan. So I had a CT scan, I had an ultrasound, I had to take a urine test, I had to literally, and while I took all these tests, I literally was still covered in blood. Like I had lost so much blood. That's why, you know, I kept passing out, because I lost so much blood. But oh my God, I don't know. Like I said, I had to just take so many things, and we were there forever. Like we probably got to the hospital around like 12:30ish, 1 maybe, and we didn't leave till about 7:38. So I was there for a very, very long time. Yeah, I just remember drinking the drink to take my CT scan, and then I know I took another nap. I went back to sleep, and then probably around like 5 or 6 o'clock, I woke back up after I, you know, had everything going or whatever, and I started to feel better, I guess because the IVs, and you know, I actually had something to drink or whatever. But turns out I was very, 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 very dehydrated. Like I said, I wasn't eating, so I was I did not have any type of nutrition or anything. And that kind of made it kind of made my cramps be as bad as they were, if that makes sense. Like it's honestly really weird. So because I was so dehydrated and so malnourished, it affected my period in that way. And we found out that I had I think I still have a ovarian cyst on my left ovary, and it's really small, so they can't really do anything about it. Like if I have any type of pain, I have to take Tylenol, but literally since that day I have not been in pain. So I think it was just I was so like dehydrated and stuff. I think that's just what made it so much worse. But yeah, that's why I was bleeding so heavily. That's why I kept passing out. That's why my period cramps were so bad, was just because I was so dehydrated and so malnourished that my body just could not take it anymore. So yeah, after that, the doctor came back in and he was like, wow, you're a completely different person. My pain was probably at like a 2 or whatever by that time. And he, you know, they made sure everything was good, made sure I wasn't pregnant, made sure I, you know, my CT scan came back good, made sure my scars were, or not scars, my incisions were good. Everything was good. Like my heart rate was up, my pressure was up, you know, like my potassium was back up. So everything was good. And then I finally went home. I had to stay at my mom's house. My mom was so scared, like she was not letting me go back to my house, so I had to go and stay at my mom's house. And you know, it just was really, it was a lot. It was a lot. Like I said, if I did not go to the hospital, I probably would have died, because my heart rate was so low. So it was a good thing that I did call my mom, and my mom got to me as fast as she did. So thank you to my mom, thank you to my instincts, thank you to Mr. Travis, because yeah, I don't want to die. And like I said, because that happened, because I was so dehydrated and malnourished, that scared the living shit out of me. So like, I've been eating, I've been drinking. The only thing that is like I'm really dealing with now is, like I said, the whole energy thing. One day I'll have a whole lot of energy, the next day I won't. And like sleeping, I've been going to sleep kind of late, and so when I wake up, I'm extremely tired, and I don't know, I've been doing too much, I've been moving too much, I'm working full-time again, you know, I'm going out with my friends. Last weekend I went out, this weekend I'm going out. I know, you know, don't yell at me, I know I think my body just really wants me to lay down and rest, but literally every day I have something. So I don't know, I'm gonna find the time to sit down and chill out, because I think that's just what my body needs, is for me to just chill out and rest and just keep eating and drinking. But yeah, that's why I was rushed to the hospital. It's so crazy to me, like how many times I passed out and, you know, stuff like that. It's so crazy. But I just want to thank my client, because like I said, she happened to be a nurse and she knew what to do in that time. If anybody else would have been in there, they probably would have been freaking out. So I'm glad it was her. Yeah, so that's basically what happened on March 13th. Since then, like I said, I've been eating a lot more. I can eat more things. And now I feel like I'm at the point to where like I know when I'm hungry now, or like I should be eating. And I've been doing this protein shake. Like I told you guys before, I can't really drink a regular protein shake anymore. It, like, if I go get a bottle, I can't go in the refrigerator and grab the bottle and drink it. Like, I just cannot. It makes me want to throw up anytime I see the bottle. So I make a smoothie with it. So I use the 30-gram Fairlife, and I'll, you know, pour that in the blender, and then I'll have half a banana, a couple of strawberries. I put Miralax in there because I still am not on like a regular like pooping schedule. TMI, I know, but I have to put some Miralax in there. I put some Greek yogurt in there, and then I'll put a little bit of honey in there just to kind of sweeten it up. Not too much, but just enough to where, you know, it's not nasty. So, and like I said, the Fairlife protein drink is 30 grams of protein anyways, and then adding in the Greek yogurt makes it more. So I've been getting protein in. I drink that shake pretty much every day. If I don't drink that shake, then I'll make sure I have some eggs with cheese and like sausage in there, but I cut them up really, really thin. And or I don't cut them up, the people cut them up, because it's like a Jimmy Dean thing, and it's like 20 grams of protein. So I'll either drink the smoothie or I'll have that for breakfast. And I've been like eating fruit here and there, not a lot of it, but I don't know, like I just increased my eating way more, because like I said, that really scared me, and I don't want to go through that again. So I have been eating more. As far as weight, I'm happy. Like I said, I don't see it. I see it in certain places. So like my ring is bigger. Well, not my ring is bigger, but like I can tell I lost weight in my hands because my ring just slides on and off. My necklace hangs lower than it did before. My shoes are bigger. My legs are smaller. And I can tell like in my neck and stuff like that. But the day of my surgery, I was 261 pounds, and today I am 238. So in total, from when I first started, when I was 278, I've lost 40 pounds. So that's exciting. But yeah, as far as like everything else, like I'm so good. Like my scars are healing. I keep saying scars. My incisions are healing nicely. I don't ever feel any pain as far as like my stomach. One day I did kind of overdo it a little bit with the food, and my stomach kind of hurt a little bit, and I started throwing up a little bit. I don't ever want to feel like that again, so I know not to eat too much. What I start to do now is I'll take a bite and I'll chew. I like count. I don't know why, but I count to like 30 or 40 in my head, and then I'll start to swallow, and then I'll wait about 10 minutes. And then if I'm, still hungry, then I'll go back in. So that's kind of how I've been doing my eating and stuff like that. So yeah, besides me going to the hospital and stuff, everything else has been pretty great. Like I said, I can't believe it's been a month already. It feels like it's been longer because everything that has happened, and then it also feels like, it was just yesterday. But what I will say is since I have had my surgery, I took this entire new route. Like they say, it's a lifestyle change, and it really is, you guys. Like I've been thinking differently. I've been moving differently. I've cut a lot of people off. I've cut a lot of people out of my life. I've been doing everything I possibly can do to get me to where I want and where I need to be. And it's crazy. Like this surgery allowed me to be where I am now. And honestly, like I'm extremely happy. I don't think I've ever been this happy. I mean, besides my face, like this is what's really like been kind of like aggravating me a little bit, but like mentally I'm very happy because I know a lot is coming my way, and I know a lot is about to happen. You guys, I've been manifesting a lot. Me honestly seeing my YouTube numbers go up so much so fast is so crazy to me. Like I just said, 2 weeks ago I was at 500 subscribers, and now I'm at like 560 or 570 or something like that. And it's crazy. Like to some people it might not be a lot, but for me that's a lot. Like I think just about every video I talk about how crazy it is to me, and it is. Like my last video, the week update, is I had 1,000 views or something like that, and it's just crazy to think that 1,000 people watched that video. So I'm very happy that I got this surgery. Yes, I did have a breakdown at one point because I just was so frustrated that I couldn't move how I wanted to, or I couldn't stand as long, or I can't eat whatever I want to. So it did take a toll on me for a second. So I did have like an emotional breakdown, but I called my mom and she got me back in order. And at the end of the day, whenever I get down to my goal weight, I'm gonna be looking back like, this was all worth it. And it is still now. It's only been a month, and I'm extremely happy that I did this. Like I said, I feel like when they say it is a life journey, like a life-changing thing, life-changing procedure, whatever, it really is. Like I said, if I didn't get this surgery, I wouldn't be moving and thinking the way that I am now. So I have a lot coming, you guys. Like that whole little couple, I think it was like 3-4 weeks that I was not posting. I was not feeling like myself. This wasn't me. and I had to get used to my whole new body and like having to well, I can't say new body, but I had to get used to my new stomach and like all the new stuff that I was just going through. It was just a lot for me to go through, and also with I was going through emotionally and mentally in my head. It just was a lot at that particular time. And now that I'm over all of that, and now that I have released all of the negative energy that was surrounded around me, I am so excited, you guys. I have so many video ideas. I have so many things coming up. July is my 4-year nail anniversary, you guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that yet, but I'm super excited. Summer is coming up. My 8 weeks is almost up, so I'm about to be in the gym very, very, very heavy. I'm about to get birth control, so hopefully it regulates this stuff so this doesn't ever happen to my face ever again. I'm about to get Invisalign. Like, I'm doing so many things to get me to where I want to be and where I want to just physically be, mentally be, financially be, like just everything. So I'm very, very excited about this, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, it really, really, really means a lot to me. I had a girl come to me today and say, where is the updates? Like, I was like, wow, you really watch my videos? Like, it really, really means the absolute most to me. I've wanted to do YouTube since I was in high school. I just was always way too scared to, because, you know, what people would say and like, you know, I don't know. So it feels really good to know that people have been watching my videos and people have been waiting to see my updates and stuff. This was my story time on how I was rushed to the hospital. Your girl almost was not here to tell the story, but thank you God, the God that I serve, it wasn't my time, period. Okay, so you guys just let me know what you guys would like to see from me. I think my next video, I'm gonna show you guys what I eat in a day. But like I said, I also have other videos coming. My best friend is about to put out a video with me and her in it. I will make sure I put her stuff in the description below. Me and her, I have a video with her coming on my channel too, and she has one coming on her channel. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Make sure you subscribe to all of my Instagrams, all of my social medias. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, her channel, and everything. I don't want to keep going on, but thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.